Welcome to Lost Lake Amusement Park. This is my very first project in Planet Coaster 2 and my testing grounds to learn the game. As such, I've had to make a lot of design compromises to account for the game's simulation and course-changing game updates. It's been a labor of love. It took over 300 hours to get this project to the state that it's in. While fun, that time commitment is almost a part-time job, but worth it. Lost Lake is a traditional lakeside amusement park inspired by Cedar Point, Geauga Lake, and Indiana Beach. The layout is basically an elongated bow tie. A lakeside boardwalk connects two large loops, one loop encompassing a lightly themed frontier area, and the second loop a water park. One of the few things that I set out to do that exceeded my expectations is my recreation of the Cedar Point Coliseum, which in itself took an entire week. As it's one of my favorite pieces of architecture in the amusement park world, I consider that time well spent. With so much to accomplish and limited time to do so, my roller coasters generally look better than they ride. They're all pretty much an ongoing work in progress. The very first and oldest roller coaster in the park is the Lost Lake Monster, a classic wooden out-and-back terrain coaster with a figure-8 twisting finale. The Rat Fink roller plays homage to the 1970s Wildcat models and features a modified animatronic also found in the workshop. The first of two roller coasters I designed with entirely custom wooden supports. The second, and my personal favorite, is Ghost Mine, a modern take on the classic Aero Mine Train roller coaster with state-of-the-art swinging cars. The collection is rounded out by an 80s style looping roller coaster, a starter coaster for children, a giant hybrid coaster, and the park's largest coaster, featuring winged cars, with 7 inversions in and around the lake itself. The park also features a classic log flume and river rafting ride, and Lost Lagoon, a second gate water park attraction. 3 transport rides tour the lake, the woods, and the park skyline, complemented by a vast assortment of rides to meet every preference. The park is now up in the workshop, so you can take it and make it your own, have a good laugh, or find some inspiration. As for future plans with this park, I'm working on making it a more realistic virtual experience, eventually removing all the elements where gameplay overrode park design, as well as finishing any details that I simply missed. There will be dark rides, live shows, merchandise locations, and perhaps a coaster or 2 more.